After 60, 5 mind tricks that make women desire you instantly. Have you noticed how some men seem to draw women to them without even trying? It's not about luck, money, or being handsome. It's about understanding the mind. They are subtle, clever ways to stand out and create magnetic energy. The truth is, deep desire is often triggered not by touch or words, but by subtle mental shifts that make a woman feel safe, seen, and emotionally engaged, sometimes before she even understands why she's drawn to you. So apply these strategies I'll share today and you'll see women responding differently to you. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful mind shifts that instantly change how women experience you. Not manipulation, not games, but ways of being that naturally awaken desire and make her soften around you. If you value honest conversations about attraction, intimacy, and connection after 60, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's begin exploring what truly makes desire grow quietly and irresistibly. Number 1. Stop trying to create desire. The first and most powerful shift begins when you stop trying to trigger desire and instead focus on letting her relax emotionally. After 60, women don't melt because of pressure or intent. They melt because their nervous system senses it doesn't need to defend itself around you. When you're not trying to impress, persuade, or escalate, something inside her softens. This shift shows itself in the smallest details. You slow your speech just enough to let words land. You don't rush to fill silence. And you don't treat pauses like problems that need fixing. You listen without interrupting, correcting, or subtly pushing. There's no pressure in your presence, and that absence is felt immediately. Her body registers it before her mind does. Muscles soften, shoulders drop, breathing deepens. Without thinking about it, she starts to read you as steady, grounded, and emotionally safe, not because of anything you've done to impress her, but because there's nothing she needs to defend against. That's when attraction slips in quietly. What many men miss is that desire after 60 often begins as relief. Relief from tension, relief from being evaluated or rushed, relief from having to stay alert or perform emotionally. When a woman feels that kind of ease around a man, her body opens on its own. No move needs to be made. Desire grows because something inside her finally feels allowed to rest. Once you understand that desire grows from relaxation rather than pursuit, the next shift becomes clear because it has nothing to do with what you say and everything to do with what you don't rush. Number 2. Make her feel chosen without making her feel pressured. There's a crucial difference. Pursuit carries expectation. Being chosen carries assurance. After a lifetime of relationships, many women are sensitive to the feeling that something, validation, reassurance, and the moment they sense that pressure, desire pulls back. When you show interest in a grounded, unhurried way, something changes. You don't lean forward emotionally demanding a response. You don't fish for confirmation. You simply make space for her presence. Your attention feels steady instead of grasping. That steadiness tells her, I see you, and I'm comfortable with you exactly where you are. This works because it quiets a question many women have learned to ask instinctively. What do you want from me right now? That question creates tension the moment it appears. It keeps her alert, measuring, and emotionally guarded. When your presence carries no demand, that question never forms, and the absence of it is deeply disarming. The issue without that pressure, she doesn't feel examined or subtly evaluated. She isn't trying to guess whether she's being invited closer, tested, or expected to respond in a certain way. Instead, she feels acknowledged, seen without being pulled into a role or obligation. Feeling selected without being claimed allows her to relax into her own desire. She can move closer because it feels like a choice, not a consequence. And when a woman feels free to choose closeness rather than react to it, attraction doesn't have to be coaxed. It unfolds naturally, because nothing inside her is being pushed or rushed. After 60, desire grows when a woman feels she can step closer without being cornered, and when she senses that your interest is stable, not urgent, not conditional. her attraction deepens almost automatically, which we'll explore right this. Number 3. Stay grounded when she tests the moment. These tests aren't manipulative. They're instinctive. A pause, a playful comment, a small withdrawal followed by closeness. She's not trying to confuse you. She's sensing whether your steadiness depends on her response. Many men get nervous here, but when you stay calm and centered, something powerful happens. You don't chase the moment, and you don't retreat from it. You stay precisely where you are, attentive, relaxed, emotionally anchored. That steadiness is magnetic. It tells her your presence doesn't rise and fall with approval. The issue after 60, this is deeply attractive because it signals emotional maturity. She feels she can explore closeness without having to manage you at the same time. When a woman realizes that her curiosity doesn't unsettle you, something inside her relaxes. She doesn't have to reassure you, guide you, or protect the connection from falling apart. That freedom is rare and it's deeply attractive. In that space, desire finally has room to breathe. She can explore interest without worrying that a pause will be misread or that closeness will suddenly turn into expectation. She starts leaning in naturally, not because you guided her there, but because safety invites movement on its own. Staying grounded through uncertainty shows her that you can handle depth without urgency. That steadiness allows her to test connection, curiosity, and closeness in ways that feel honest rather than risky. And when a woman feels she can explore intimacy without idealizing the person across from her, desire becomes something she chooses, not something she reacts to. Have you ever noticed moments like this where staying calm changed the entire dynamic? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. The issue, as she realizes your presence doesn't need reassurance, the next shift becomes inevitable. Number 4. Mirror her energy instead of matching her words. At this stage of life, what a woman says and what her body is expressing don't always move at the same pace. If you respond only to language, you miss the deeper signal, but when you stay attuned to her tone, rhythm, pauses, and emotional temperature, this doesn't mean imitation, it means sensitivity. If her voice slows, you soften yours. If she pauses, you don't rush to fill the space. If she grows reflective, you remain present rather than lightening the moment or steering it away. By doing this, you tell her, "I'm with you where you are, not where I want this to go." After 60, many women are sensitive to whether a man is trying to direct the moment or truly inhabit it with them. Managing the flow often feels like control. Even when it's well-intentioned, staying inside the flow feels different. It signals patience, attunement, and emotional confidence. When a man mirrors her energy instead of steering it, she feels that he's comfortable where things are, not anxious about where they should go. That ability reflects emotional intelligence. It shows that he can tone tones without trying to fix or optimize them, and that patience communicates safety, the absence of desire, but the absence of pressure. Safety is what allows desire to move beyond surface-level attraction into something more rooted and lasting. When a woman feels met at the level of energy rather than conversation, her body relaxes before her thoughts catch up. She feels accompanied, as though someone is walking alongside her rather than pulling or pushing. Take a moment to like this video. Your support helps these conversations reach more people who value deeper connection later in life. And in that shared rhythm, attraction often deepens into longing, not because anything dramatic happened which leads us to the final point, but because something quietly aligned. Number 5. Let unfinished moments stay unfinished. The final shift that sparks desire after 60 is knowing when not to complete the moment. Many men feel an instinct to resolve, to clarify interest, close the distance, or bring things to a clear conclusion. But attraction at this stage of life often grows strongest in what's left gently open. When you allow moments to remain unfinished, desire has space to echo. This might look like ending a conversation while the energy is still warm, holding eye contact a second longer and then stepping back. Pausing before a good night instead of explaining what comes next. These aren't tricks, they're acts of restraint rooted in confidence. You're showing that closeness doesn't have to be consumed immediately to be meaningful. When a woman senses you're comfortable leaving space, her imagination stays engaged. Her body remembers the feeling instead of rushing past it. After 60, desire often grows between encounters. By letting connection extend beyond a single moment, you communicate emotional confidence without saying a word. You're showing her that intimacy with you doesn't need to be secured, confirmed, or hurried. It isn't something that disappears if it isn't immediately acted on. That sense of emotional security is deeply reassuring later in life, when urgency often feels like pressure rather than passion. When intimacy isn't framed as fragile, she doesn't feel rushed to decide, respond, or perform. Desire is allowed to develop in its natural rhythm. She can replay the moment internally, feel it settle in her body, and discover how much it meant to her without interference. And that space, the absence of urgency, is often where attraction quietly strengthens. After 60, desire isn't sparked by effort or pursuit. It's awakened by emotional intelligence, patience, and presence. The shifts that deepen attraction are subtle, allowing her nervous system to relax, making her feel chosen without pressure, staying grounded in certainty, meeting her energy instead of managing it, and leaving moments open rather than rushing. None of these are techniques to perform, they are ways of being. What brings desire forward at this stage of life is relief, safety, and emotional steadiness. When a woman senses that intimacy with you isn't urgent, conditional, or demanding, she softens. She leans in not because she's being pulled, but because something inside her feels free to explore closeness without risk. The quiet truth is that after 60, longing grows where space is respected and presence is steady. And when you offer that kind of connection, desire doesn't need to be chased. It arrives on its own time, often more deeply than you expect. Don't hesitate to like this video, share it with someone who values deeper connection later in life. Leave a comment with your reflections or experiences, and subscribe to my channel with notifications about love, desire, and intimacy after 60. I'm Vernon. Thank you for watching my video till now, and see you next time.